This is the Feline friendly trap. First, undo the locks. Place the food inside. And now, the only thing to do to set the trap door is undo the two locks, open the door, and the trap is set. With this, the trap door is hooked to a string that runs through a channel in the top of the trap so the cats cannot see it. It's important for the trapper to hold the string taut. Once the cat goes in, pull quickly, and the rear door shuts. We're going to demo that from the side so you can see it. This door closes. It does not drop. It closes like a drawbridge. Ready? Cats are safely inside. Now we're going to demo the transfer just to show you how to work the rear door. It's important for the trapper to hold the string taut until they get to the rear of the trap to put the locks in place. Otherwise, this door could drop down again. Once the trapper gets to the rear of the trap and puts the locks in place, the door cannot open. In order to align the transfer cage with the trap door, we have a platform that the transfer cage sits on, because this transfer door is a few inches off the ground. So now the cage and the trap doors are at the same elevation. On the rear of the platform there are two L brackets, and that allows so that the cat cannot push the trap back or away. So the carrier is now locked in place. Again, the openings to the trap and the carrier are the same size. So now all we do is we lift the lever that holds the lock bar in place, take out the lock bar, and with this transfer door it slides to the left. Lift the opening to the transfer cage. When the cat goes in, once the cat goes into the transfer carrier, slide the cage door shut, put the door to the carrier in, and then reset the lock, and you're ready to trap again. Put the lock bar in place, put the lever down. The Feline friendly trap is a unit that's meant to be left on site, so the cats get used to feeding out of it. When the trapper is not going to be present, just remove the safety bar, the sliding door lifts out, lift, up, and now the unit cannot be used as a trap. This is a folding version of the Feline friendly trap. This is the unit folded up, and that's the roof. We'll demonstrate how to set it up. Two sides are hinged, so it opens up very easily. Make it as square as you can. Rest the lid. It sits down into the unit. It too is hinged. Open it up, set it into the other side. Make sure all four corners are resting into the unit. When it's seated properly, you'll be able to put the 4 locks in place. That holds the lid in place so the cats can't push it up. The food gets inserted through the transfer door. And now we'll set the trap door. 2 locks hold it in place. Push them aside, open the door. It's important to make sure that you run the pull cord through the center of the 2 roof doors. This way it won't get caught on any of the hinges or hardware when you're pulling it up. Once the cat is inside, pull the door, hold the string taut until you can make it around to the back of the trap and push the safety locks on so the door cannot be pushed open. And now you're ready to do the transfer through the transfer door into a transfer carrier. The openings are the same size. Lift the cage door, lift the trap door, and you're set. Once the cat goes in, drop the cage door and reinsert the carrier. Now we're going to demo the drop door trap. This unit has 3 openings. The rear door, which is where you can easily place the food. The transfer door, which again is the same size opening as a transfer cage. And the trap door, which is a drop door. This unit is different than a drop cage in that it's not the entire unit that drops, but just the drop door. It's also different because once you put the food inside the rear door, the trapper is looking directly at the front of the cat, so they can easily see whether the cat has a tipped ear. Unlike the drop trap, where you're viewing the rear of the cat, here you're viewing the front of the cat. And now we'll set the trap up. First we'll place the food in the rear door by first unlocking place the food inside. Now it's important to relock the door so that once the cats are trapped inside and they push against it, it won't open. And now we're going to set the trap door. The trap door is propped up by an attached lever that fits inside the opening of the rear door. The lever is attached to a string, and when the cats go into the trap and we pull, the door will drop. Once the cat is safely inside eating, pull the string and the door drops. And the cat is inside. Now we're going to lift the door to the cage. Once the cat goes into the transfer carrier, close the door. To the trap. And then insert the door to the carrier. And now the cat is ready for transport. Next we're going to demo a drop trap. A drop trap is a boxed enclosure with a single transfer door propped up with a stick that's tied to a string. Now we're going to insert the food into the drop trap. Try to place it in the center all the way in the back. When the cat goes into the drop trap to eat, pull the string and it'll drop, and the cat is safely inside. Here's the cat inside the drop trap. And now we align our transfer cage, which has the same size opening as the opening in the drop trap. First, we take the door out of the transfer cage, and now we lift the door to the drop trap so the cat can go through. Once the cat is safely inside eating, you can close the door to the drop trap. Next, slide the door to the transfer carrier in place. And now the cat is ready to be transported to the clinic. This is a demonstration of a live trap. It has a rear door that lifts up where you can put the food, and the front door, which is the trap door. We're going to place the food first. And then we're going to demo the trap door by using a stick to set off the trip plate to show you what would happen if a cat went inside. Trap gets set, the kick plate is lifted, and when a cat goes in, it hits the kick plate and the trap door falls. Now you can easily transport the cat.